something to believe. Maybe it's God for you, and maybe you think that everything's a lie. Lord, I hope that isn't true. Some folks live for personal wealth, hallelujah for every coin. Some folks just believe in themselves and they carry it in their groins. 'Cause we all need something to believe. 'Cause we all need something to believe. 'Cause we all need, well, something to believe. Sunday come and the faithful rise. Now they're rooting for the football team. They keep the faith as we fall behind, and we're living the American dream. 'Cause we all need something to believe. 'Cause we all need, well, something to believe. 'Cause we all need, well, something to believe. Some folks turn to booze and dope just to get them through the day. Some they go to church cause they still got hope, and then they get on their knees and pray. 'Cause we all need, well, something to believe. 'Cause we all need something to believe. 'Cause we all need, well, something to believe. 'Cause we all need with something to believe. Maybe it's God for you. Hey, good evening to y'all. Give me a shout out and let me know you're there if you're there. I can't really see much of what's going on, but I can see your comments if you're on the YouTube side. If you're on the Facebook side, where I'm just sort of streaming over, I'm not gonna be able to read those comments because I'm on YouTube. Anyway, it's cool. This is the YouTube stream. I have never really done this. I did an experimental one once, and it was interesting. But this is my first time working over here. So I said this afternoon, I said I was going to refrain from not necessarily political music, but music that directly relates to our current president. I'm going to do that out of respect for those people who do care about this man. I care about the country, and so I'd rather not be a divisive force during this time, because this is a difficult thing that we're going through, all of us. I also have a lot of emotions tied to it, a strong one being anger. And I don't want that to guide me. I try to let myself be guided by compassion if at all possible. So I'm going to refrain from doing that music because I know myself. And if I start talking... So I'm going to do a song called Hand Me Down My Walking Cane. Well, hand me down my walking cane. Won't you hand me down my walking cane? Oh, hand me down my walking cane. We're gonna catch a midnight train, and my sins, they've overtaken me. And I got drunk and thrown in jail. And I got drunk and thrown in jail. And I got drunk and got thrown in jail. I had no money for to go my bail, and my sins, they've overtaken me. And the beans were tough, and the meat was fat. And the beans were tough, and the meat was fat. And the beans were tough, and the meat was fat. Oh Lord, I could have never heeded that. And my sins, they have overtaken me. So I called my mom, well please go my bell. And I called my mom, please go my bell. And I called my mom, please go my bell. Well, get me out of the Nashville jail, and my sins, they have overtaken me. And if I die in Tennessee, and if I die in Tennessee, oh, if I die in Tennessee, they're gonna ship me back COD. And my sins, they've overtaken me. Hand me down my bottle of corn, and won't you hand me down my bottle of corn? Oh, hand me down my bottle of corn. We're gonna get drunk, sure as you are born, and my sins, they've overtaken me. So hand me down my walking cane. Won't you hand me down my walking cane? Oh, hand me down my walking cane. Gonna catch a midnight train, and my sins, they have overtaken me. That's a song by James Bland. If you've ever watched the Charlie's Open Mic shows that we do every Sunday, that I've been doing every Sunday, and I've been accompanied by wonderful guests for the past 6.5 months that we've been doing this, and before that, Daryl Branch and I would produce a show together, and we'd also have wonderful guests, and they come over to the apartment. Nowadays, we all meet on Zoom, and we do everything like this. It's fun. Oh, good. Everything coming through okay? Can you hear? Oh, you should ask her. It would be important to know. Anyway. I've spent the day thinking about prophets, the Old Testament prophets, and some of the Shakespeare stories. Richard III comes to mind. And old King Ahab and Elijah. And so I'm going to sing about this Elijah fellow. He warned him. Ahab didn't listen. And I can't think of the first line. Once everything is lost, and all my wealth and fame, and everything it cost me, and everyone I blamed. Once everything is vanished, and my reserve is gone, and I can barely manage to go on, and I'm wide awake and wondering what I can do. How can I break through the silence with the truth? My eyes are open but empty and afraid. Still I struggle to believe and perceive what I pursue. And dear Elijah, don't leave me here to die. Or won't you lift me up into the heavens, into the sky upon your flame? Dear Elijah, message is not lost, but still ambivalent. I'll proceed to justify my cause. From the darkness of my past, well, I'll attempt to hide, and in an emptiness so vast, and in the weakness of my pride, and I stand alone. The ground is cold and dry, the darkness is so thick cannot see the sky, and I'm wide awake and wondering what I can do. Can I break through the silence with the truth? My eyes are open but empty and afraid. Still I struggle to believe and perceive what I pursue. Dear Elijah, don't leave me here to die. Or won't you lift me up into the heavens, into the sky upon your flame? And dear Elijah, your message is not lost, still ambivalent. I'll proceed to justify my cause. Still ambivalent. I'll proceed to justify my cause. That's called Dear Elijah. Oh, good. Just got word in from from Massachusetts that everything sounds good. By the way, if you're over here on the YouTube side, please send me a comment. I'm not seeing any. Doesn't mean they're not there, but I'm not seeing them. I can see people here, though. So I know you're hanging out and watching. I should probably just not watch the comments. What's that? I've got a little sidebar over here that gives me commenting rights. I don't know what that means. And I let out of Reno, I was trailed by 20 hounds. I didn't get to sleep that night until the morning it came around. I set out running, but I take my time, and a friend of the devil is a friend of mine. And I get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep. Well, tonight I ran to the devil and he loaned me 20 bills. I spent the night in Utah in a cave up in the hills. Set out running, but I'll take my time, and a friend of the devil is a friend of mine. And I get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep. Well, tonight I ran to the levee, and the devil caught me there. And it took my $20 bill, and then it vanished up into the air. I set out running, but I'll take my time, and a friend of the devil is a friend of mine. And I get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep. Well, tonight got 2 reasons why I cry. Oh, I hate your lonely night. The first one's name is Sweet Anne-Marie, and she's my heart's delight. The second one is a prison baby, and the sheriff is on my trail. And if he catches up with me, I'll spend my life in jail. I got a wife in Chino, and she is one in a Cherokee. And the first one says that she got my child, but it don't look like me. And I set out running, but I take my time. get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep tonight. And you can borrow from the devil, and you can borrow from your friend. The devil, he'll give you 20, and your friends will give you 10. I set out on a boat to take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. And I get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep tonight. I don't know what came over me. I just felt like singing that. The summer's closing out on us. It's cold here. It's not super cold, but it's cold. Yesterday we went out for a walk and we put on long sleeve shirts and a fleece vest, a hat, and of course masks, sunglasses. And it reminded me of the spring when this whole pandemic thing began. It's called A World Not Seen. And I've been blinded by the mid-morning sun as it rises up above the trees. Well, and it burns away the fog from an early morning rain, and it burns away the thoughts that cloud my mind. And I can see clearly now, and everything is right in front of me, like a red-tailed hawk as it glides above the trees. And I can see clearly now, and as the light moves over me, it illuminates a world I've never seen. Well, and you know that sun gets hot as it burns up in the sky, and we can all use a gentle summer breeze. So I pull my cap down low, just above my eyes, and take shelter neath these old shady trees. And I can see clearly now, and everything is right in front of me, like a red-tailed hawk as it glides above the trees. And I can see clearly now, and as the light moves over me, it illuminates a world I've never seen. And there are times when it is hard for us to see on these troubled times. And I believe that there's a place where we can be free from the struggles we all find. Soon the sun will fall beneath the evening sky, and the stars and the moon, they will all shine. We can close our eyes and rest until dawn, and in the morning we taking all rise again. And I can see clearly now, and everything is right in front of me. Well, like a red-tailed hawk as it glides above the trees. And I can see clearly now, and as the light moves over me, it illuminates a world I've never seen. And I can see clearly now. I can see clearly now. Who do we see out there? Scott? Hello, Scott. How are you? We got Davidian. Oh, that's what I wanted to play. I'll get to that in a second. Play a song for Davidian. And he said, well, what songs from your new record are you going to play if you can't play any political ones? And I think I got one in mind that Davidian will dig if hopefully he's still hanging out. And there's Sarah coming in from Massachusetts. And Heather. And who else do we got? If you like playing my upright, I see Steele is probably behind here because I don't think Heather plays the upright. But Steele, you're going to recognize this song. There's actually a video of you playing the upright on this one. And I am a cat, and I live outside. I like it like that, 'cause I can run and hide, and I can do what I want. I can chase a mouse, but not like those other cats were stuck inside the house. And I can sit on the fence and yowl at the moon, and you can try to make a sense. I love this alley cat too. You might have misunderstood. Might have thought I was in pain, but I'm still the top cast of the alley food chain. And you can't keep me locked up in the kitchen, and you can't leash me like a some stupid dog. So don't give me a litter box, 'cause I will hunt and kill your socks, and your couch will never be the same. And I am a cat in a midnight choir. You might think we're in heat. All these cats are on fire, but make no mistake, 'cause we're singing for love, and we're singing for mice and the lion up above. I must admit, 'cause I'm a little bit high from a little catnip, and now I think I can fly. I picked a fight with a leaf, and picked a fight with a dog, and spent the rest of my night out in alone. So don't keep me locked up in the kitchen, and don't leash me like a some stupid dog. And don't give me a litter box, 'cause I will hunt, kill your socks, and your couch will never be the same. litter box, 'cause I will haunt and kill your socks. And in the morning I'll be sleeping on your face. He jumped on. There's Tim. How are you, Tim? Hey, you know what I gotta do? I was told to do this. So Folk Alliance, Region Midwest, I'm on the board for them, and we've created something called Virtual Connections, where we have a bunch of peer sessions and technical training sessions, and we've really been working hard to get all the musicians in our organization and beyond. We've had people from all walks of life come and join us, get them equipped and get them the proper knowledge they need to be able to do little concerts like this and to be able to perform. So we were sitting I was moderating one of these sessions one day, and I love the technical side of this. I've been having fun with this. If you haven't noticed, I've over the past 6 months, I've gotten better at it. Hopefully presenting a much better concert. And 6 months ago, things were exciting and cool, and everybody seemed to understand what was happening to musicians and what we were going through. Things haven't changed for us. We're still not working. I don't want to go too far into politics. I don't want to go into politics at all tonight. I want to keep this loose, but nonetheless, this is how we make our living these days, is by virtual programming content. So I want to ask you for a couple things. First off, this is real easy. Any of you can do this. If you haven't yet, subscribe to Charlie's Open Mic. There's a subscription link down below. Please click that and say, yes, I want to subscribe. You can ring bells, and the bells give you notifications, and always click like and that stuff. And the other thing is that because this is how I make my living, there's a couple links. One is for Venmo, one for PayPal, and you can click on those and you can give anything you want. Some people give a couple bucks, some people give hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars. That doesn't really happen very often, but the opportunity exists. So before I go to anything else, I want to thank you ahead of time for anything that you've done to help make my life sustainable. And I don't like doing this. Nobody likes doing this, so it gets a little funny. But anyway, thank you very much for your support and for making that happen. I'm going to get right back to the music now. Let's go back to this song. Davidian's still on. He'll dig this one. And hopefully you'll all dig it. I'm going to retune. I thought I did retune. I wrote this one years ago, almost 25 years ago. I was hiking through the Donebrook Reservoir. Donebrook Watershed, I guess is the name of it. Down by Roxborough Junior High. Sue Hannibal lives right above there. So does Will Craig and his wife. I did do a little house concert there a few weeks ago, about a month ago. But I was hiking through on a nice rainy fall day. I love this time of year for hiking through the woods. We went up to Horseshoe Lake yesterday, and we took the difficult trail. It was worth it. It was difficult. For those of you who don't know, my mobility is screwed. I use this thing most of the time. This is I don't know if you can see it, but it is a wheelchair. So I wrote this while hiking through the woods. So a little songwriting tip. That's my footsteps. That tempo is what I was following as I started singing. Sing out to the righteous and the holy, and to the children that they may live. Sing out to the Spirit right here upon us all. Keeps on selling with you and I out. Sing out to the Spirit right here upon us now. And down your man-made things and open your arms and fly away. A great darkness, a lit has opened up my eyes to a world that's always told me lies. Like a whisper or a thunderous cry, I look somewhere deep inside my soul, and I know I am your brother, and I come from the same blood as you. You are my sister, and we both come from the same root. So why don't we treat each other right? We treat each other like tools. I know we know we're wrong from our right, so why do we keep on getting fooled? And now, and I am your brother, and I come from the same blood as you. You are my sister, and we both come from the same root. Sing out to the righteous and the holy, and to the children that they may live. Sing out to the sinner right here inside us all, who keeps on selling with you and I out. Sing out to the Spirit right here upon us now. Lay down your man-made things and open your arms and fly away. Fly away, I wanna fly away. I wanna fly, wanna fly, wanna fly, wanna fly away. Sing out, but to the righteous and the holy, and to the children, that they may live. I can never find that last note. Michael, I know it's you. I know the Max Chief from my email box. Who else? There's Davidian still hanging with us. We got Davidian, we got Steele, we got Mike. I think in 1021. For those of you who don't know what 1021 is, we talked about that a little bit on the anniversary, the 25th anniversary of Jerry Garcia's passing away. 1021 was this, I guess it was a guerrilla art gallery, performance space, practice space. It was just one heck of a cool creative space that existed downtown Cleveland in sort of an abandoned office building. I think they're redoing it now. Back then it was very sparsely inhabited by actual tenants. So the music and art community from around the Coventry area and some people from other areas sort of descended upon it. You know, I don't want to incriminate anybody, but Mike was kind of, he was very good at bringing together a lot of creatives. Anyway, here's the new one. Not doing a lot of new music tonight because I've written a lot about a fellow who's trying to recover in the hospital, and we're not going to touch that tonight. We're just going to let him try to recover in peace. Got my thoughts on it, and I'll share them when it's time. In the meantime, this is the last song I wrote before the pandemic began. It's called Silhouette in Blue. I wrote it on a train coming from New Orleans. Next stop is Memphis. There came a warning from the crew. Patiently she swayed with a suitcase in her hand, and slow in the tempo at St. Paul in Maine. She exits at Central Station. She don't care about Graceland, no, she came full of rain. In a silhouette in blue. Well, everybody is on board, and the conductor, he shuts the door. Slam a tap and slowly back up to speed. The coaches roll, and like a street corner dancer up high on his toes. Just a moment to rest between shows, 'cause the crowd moves along when you're in between songs. In a silhouette in blue. On the city of New Orleans, the dining car, it's closed. And just for the folks who ride a up-in coach, they won't eat tonight. And it's been raining since Jackson, I dreamed a refrain, a song of abandoned campsites. And that juke joint looks silent, my Stella won't hold its tune. And a silhouette in blue. But since we left Louisiana, there have been no more parades. But when the locomotive roars, it sounds like Buddy Bolin's horn. Now we're almost through Homestead. There are no delays, no trouble reported this morning. And our arrival's on time on track number 9. silhouette in blue. How's the time coming? I'm having fun tonight. I don't think I'm going to touch half of the stuff I intended to. But let's jump up among the stars. This is a song my mom asked for before she ascended to those stars. That was 4 years ago now. I miss her. She has never lived through a moment of what? Of this world that we're going through. When she went to sleep that night, Hillary Clinton was being nominated to run as the Democratic Party's candidate. I think she went to bed that night thinking that's what we were going to be living through. That is not what we ever been living through. Anyway, this is called Up Among the Stars. Let's get this thing right. If it ain't in tune, I don't enjoy it as much. If I don't enjoy it as much, how can I expect you to? So we're going to tune it up. Hope you like the decor. I spent the afternoon trying to figure this out, get it right. It always seems so simple in my brain. And then when it's time to execute it, it gets complicated. Often overlooked, she thought that this time she'd get the dance. Like the laundry on the line, she swayed as she waited for her chance. And up among the stars, she thought that this would be her chance to shine as bright as she had ever shown. Well, up among the, like a billion points of light, some are dim and some burn bright, far away across the Milky Way. Burn on forever, so it seems, and somehow flashes in our dreams fade away while we are just getting started. And up among the stars, across the galaxy, spinning aloft forever. Together we are up among them, like a billion points of light. Some are dim and some burn bright, far away across the Milky Way. Burn on forever, so it seems, and some are flashes in our dreams fade away while we are just getting started. Built her dreams up to believe that the seed inside her mind was true. So much so that she did not need someone to see her through. And up among the stars, across the galaxy, she left this world behind her, and never to return. From up among the, like a billion points of light, some are dim and some burn bright, far away across the Milky Way. Burn on forever, so it seems, and some are flashes in our dreams fade away while we are just getting started. 12-fret instrument. And sometimes I run out of real estate and don't realize that's about to happen. Well, it is magical. Good. That's what we're here for. Just got word from a friend of our family here. That was my cat, by the way. If you could hear him in the background. So my goal tonight was to just give us all a chance to relax and sort of forget about the world around us for a moment. And to go somewhere different. By tomorrow morning, by the way, the new show, the Charlie's Open Mic episode, I feature Annie and Rod Capps. Annie is they're a duo out of Michigan, and Annie is the conference director of Folk Alliance Region Midwest. And they do a song called Searching for Wonderland. And that's sort of the way I'm feeling right now. Not Wonderland, Neverland. Searching for Neverland. How are you? There's a cat at my feet. Let's try this one. Fare you well, my honey, and fare you well, my only true one. All the birds that were singing have flown, except you alone. I'm gonna leave this broke down palace on my hands, on my knees. I will roll, 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 make myself a bed beside the water in my time, in my time. I will roll, roll, roll in a bed by the waterside. I will rest my head. Well, then I listen to the river sing sweet songs to rock my soul. The river is gonna take me, sing me sweet and sleepy, and sing me sweet and sleepy all the way back home. It's a forgone lullaby sung many years ago. And mama, mama, many worlds I've come since I first left home. Going home, I said, going home by the waterside. I will rest my bones. Well, and I listen to the river sing sweet songs to rock my soul. Gonna plant me a weeping willow by the water's green edge. It will grow, grow, grow. Or sing me a song beside the water, and lovers come and go, but the river flows, flows, flows. And fare you will, fare you will. I love you more than words can tell. And I listen to the river sing sweet songs to rock my soul. Well, and I listen to the river sing sweet songs to rock my soul. That's called Broke Down Palace. It's a Grateful Dead song. It's a beautiful song. Let's take a little climb up into the Allegheny National Forest. This is a song of mine. I like to think it's a beautiful song. It's called Minister Creek. When I was a kid, I was Boy Scout, and we go backpacking. We're about to get a cameo here. I don't know if you can see him yet. You might see a tail. What you doing there, buddy? Louis has joined the set. He's coming in. This is called Minister Creek. Creek, I follow a path past an old hollow tree that lies decaying on the ground. Letting it go, I take my rest beneath the pines upon the crest, and daylight slips away without a sound. Beneath the stars in Pennsylvania, this time is gonna gain you a chance to figure out where you wanna be. And listening to the wind blow, the night is dark and I am cold, like eternal souls are searching for a meal. Something is lurking, all my fears are on high alert as it draws near. I don't have much to give and less to steal. Beneath the stars in Pennsylvania, this time it's gonna gain you a chance to figure out where you wanna be. Maybe go east and maybe go west. Darling, southern food would be best. My love and Canada is calling me to you. Back to a shore across Lake Erie, or my heart is gonna steer me back to this town of rust where I was born. Oh, back to this town of rust where I was born. And physically tired from the trek, my mind, it's a wired and I am wrecked, and I barely have the strength to shed my clothes. Settling deep into my nest, I fold my arms across across my chest. Surrender to the slumber my soul's repose. Beneath the stars in Pennsylvania, this time is gonna gain ya a chance to figure out where you wanna be. Oh, I maybe go east and I maybe go west. Darling, southern food would be your best, my love. And Canada is calling me to you. Oh, back to a shore across Lake Erie, where my heart is gonna steer me. Back to this town of Rust, where I was born. Oh, back to this town of Rust, where I was born. Let's do a couple more here. Take it about 9:15. There's an old man pushing his walker well up over Coventry Hill. He hasn't got long, he doesn't need much, but he still needs some kind of thrill. He says, give me a couple of tickets and one with an easy win. Scratch them all off, match 3 of a kind. If I do, I get to play again. Oh, he says I'm just killing time before it gets the best of me. My mind is slipping, I ain't as sharp as I know that I used to be. His legs have many more miles, I've only just a little more time. So when my heart stops beating, ain't nothing I'ma keep, and I'm gonna leave it all behind. And the simplest moments, they always mean much more to me. Now that I'm running out of time, I got no rivers left to cross and no mountains left to climb. So give me one easy win before I die. I like to get out, 'cause no one ever comes to see me. I still need contact, I need to have you hear me speak. Well, just to know that I'm still here. When you listen, you make it clear. When you reach out and ask me how I am today. Oh, I smile and I tell you I'm well. 'Cause your voice, it's a maiden soul. It's all that matters in the single moment that passed by quickly, though. So give me a couple more tickets, one with an easy win. 'Cause all I've learned, it ain't the money you earn, it's the chance to play this game again. And the simplest moments, they always mean much more to me. Oh, now now that I'm running out of time. I got no rivers left to cross, no mountains left to climb, so give me one easy win before I die. Give me one easy win before I die. And that song's sort of a reminder. Check in on folks if they're at home and alone. I'm hoping that some of you who are at home and alone and really don't get as much social interaction as you would want, that you're watching right now. But if you got folks that you care about, even just a little bit care about, like somebody you see at the coffee shop once in a while, but they haven't seen them for months because we all got to be hanging out. Give them a call, let them know that you're thinking of them, because folks, it's got to be hard. I live with my cat and my wife, and we're one big happy family. We're one little happy family. But I talk to my dad all the time. And I know he likes seeing us when he can, but it's rough. Well, I'm gonna do two more here. This is a song I wrote back in 2012. It's a song of hope. The events of the past 24, 48 hours, however long it was. There's the cat again. They've been weird. It's been a tough time. All kinds of emotions, all kinds of thoughts. Our country's in a vulnerable spot. We're in a difficult place. Regardless of what we think of the man, he's in charge. Who's minding the shop? And nobody's really quite sure right now. I don't know who's minding the shop. So it's disconcerting. And I could point fingers, and so could you, but I'm not going to do that right now because it's not what we're up to. But I'm reminded of the past 48 hours, looking at what seems almost biblical and Shakespearean, that everything is cyclical. Everything comes around, and that's what this song's about. It's called January Sky. I think my cat is responding to this cyclical part of his life, which is getting fed. The end is almost here. It's the last month of the year, and a time to reflect upon our memories and tears. For all the friends we've gained, and still a sense of loss remains. A trumpet blows in the distance, a simple refrain. Though the night is almost gone, we can hold back the dawn and pause in peace and hope that we shall still be here. And as the darkness grew, beyond the solstice light broke through. With every season sad ending is a chance to renew. Beginnings lead with ends. Well, Ann and I, we're all with friends. So let us pause in this moment as we try to suspend. And though the night is almost gone, we can hold back the dawn and pause in peace and hope that we shall still be here. Once the morning is gone, we can hold back the dawn and pause in peace and hope that we shall still be here. And once the morning arrives, we can open up our eyes and we can open up our hearts with a song for these January skies. Call it January Sky. All right, I'm gonna wrap up with one more tune. Thanks for hanging out and watching. Again, the virtual tip jar, it's an important part of my livelihood. We don't have many opportunities to do this because we can't do it every day. It would be silly. Whereas when we were able to go out and perform in front of people, you know, I planned something in Chagrin one day and Mentor the next day and Kenosha the next day and Chicago the next day and Iowa City the next day, and so you can do things daily on as a musician when you can play in front of people. But when you go on the screen, it's kind of hard to do that because you're all gonna get bored after a while. So I don't have many opportunities. So thank you ahead of time for any of your donations. I really do appreciate it. For those of you who are living in dire straits because we are living in a pandemic and work is hard to come by for some people, please just enjoy the music. Pass it on when your opportunity has arrived in life. Don't worry about it tonight. Just live, live, live. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. Vote. Lay down, my brother, now, and lay down and take your rest. And won't you lay down, my brother, upon your Savior's chest? And I love you more, but Jesus, He loves you the best. I bid you good night, good night. And I wanna bid you good night and good night. I bid you good night. Now won't you lay down, my brother, now, and lay down and take your rest. And won't you lay down, my brother, on your Savior's chest? I love you more, oh, but Jesus, He loves you the best. And I bid you good night and good night. And I'll hold you close and then I'll bid you good night and good night. He's walking through Jerusalem just like John, and good night. Walking with a rod and a staff in each hand, and good night. He's walking through Jerusalem just like Joe, and good night. Oh, he's gonna send a fire, but not a flood next time. But good night. Walking through the valley with the shadow of death, and good night. Oh, I bid you good night. Won't you lay down, my brother, now and lay down and take your rest? And won't you lay down, my brother, now and up upon your Savior's chest? And I love you more, but Jesus, He loves you the best. And I'll bid you good night and good night. And I'll hold you close and I'll bid you good night and good night. And I wanna bid you good night and good night. I bid you good night. And that concludes the show for this evening. Kind of. I have to lean over here and I have to hit the off button, which is always very silly. I suppose I could also, why don't we do this here? So we'll go for 2 seconds longer. There's gone, gone. One more. No. Gone. There we go. And then we'll hit end stream. End.